Hi class! Today we're going to be continuing our conversation on weathering and erosion. And with doing so, we're going to be completing a Webquest. So Webquest is going to be a little bit different than anything we've done before. It's kind of an online activity. No answers are necessarily correct or wrong. Of course, I do have standards on what I do expect from all of you, but I do expect for you guys all to show a lot of individuality and a lot of creativity in this activity. Before we do get started though, and before I start explaining what my expectations are, I'm going to do sort of a very, very quick review of the terms that are very important for your success in this Webquest. To begin, it's the term weathering, which obviously y'all should know very well at this point. It's going to be the breakdown of large rocks and material into smaller rocks and material. Then erosion. Erosion is going to be the movement of those weathered rocks from one place to another over time. They both can be the result of, wind, ice, gravity, and water. So there's a couple different reasons why these things can happen. Another term I'm going to go ahead and throw in there that y'all have not heard yet is going to be deposition. So deposition is the complete opposite of erosion. So the materials aren't being eroded away, but they're being deposited into a new place. So now that you guys have learned a few new terms, I'm going to go ahead and get started explaining what this webcast is going to entail for you guys. So, introduction. So this introduction is just explaining what this Webquest is going to be. And it's going to be the discovery of different natural disasters on whether or not they can be constructive or destructive. So constructive is going to be that deposition. So it's going to be when soil or rock is added. And destructive is going to be that erosion. So it's going to be when soil and rock is taken away from a certain area. So the tasks that you're going to be doing, you're going to be researching a specific type of disaster. I'm going to have, later on, I'm going to have a list provided so you guys can choose between tornado, anything of that kind of family. You're going to be able to choose which natural disaster you want, and you're going to have to research the type of effects that disaster is going to have on our ever-changing Earth. So first, you're going to begin by visiting this website. And you're going to play this game. Now take notes on the various types of erosion that are being shown. Next, you're going to go ahead and click this button right here and explore the website. You're going to observe and take notes on how the Earth is changing over time in the different scenes. Following that, thirdly, you're going to go ahead and watch this video on mechanical weathering. I need you to record a question that you have. This question can help you better understand the information that is being presented to you in this video. So go ahead and write some questions down while you're reading, and you can ask a buddy next to you, or when you get to class the next day, you can ask me, you can ask your parents, or honestly it can just be kind of a question for yourself for some self-research. Next, you're going to go ahead and click this button, and you're going to explore the National Geographic website. And based on that research, that's when I'm going to want you to decide which natural disaster that I want you to choose. And once you've completed that, all this research, you're going to go ahead and create a presentation. So with that presentation, you need to compile all of this information that you have been collecting, because you're going to present it to class and be explaining exactly what happens to the Earth when natural disasters happen. Below, as you can see, are the different natural disasters that I am allowing you to choose from. You can choose any one. You are not limited to only using the few websites that I included on here. If you want to choose a different website, that is great. But just make sure that, like I told you before, make sure the websites that you're using are .gov, .net, .org. Those are going to be reliable websites for you to use. Try to avoid .coms. Those kinds of websites, because sometimes it gets more into opinion versus fact. All right, well, that is all the information that I have. If y'all have any more questions, please feel free to ask me. Do not hesitate. but I expect great things and I'm so excited to see what you all come up with.